going to do the fun part. So you do need gloves. And also, I do want to tell my friend and how much she means to me, and I love you very much. So you know who you are. I love you for life. Okay. All right. So these gloves I've used many, many times. Are stained. You definitely need gloves. Like I said, get it on your skin. It's gonna stay. So also, my hairline I oil, and also, believe it or not, I don't put all oils on my face because some clog my pores, but it's winter and I'm dry and I'm dying, and I do like mustard oil on my skin. So I have like a big patch of dry skin right here. I'm gonna put it on there, and always on your crow's feet. Like, moisture is your best friend against wrinkles, you know. Be careful what oils you put on your face, because you can, you know, break out pretty easily. If you're like me, I can't get coconut oil anywhere even remotely near my face. I can't put it on my hair. I'll immediately break out. So, but mustard oil is light and it has not given me any problems. So maybe that'll help. I do a lot of face masks. It's winter time. I make a lot of salves and stuff. But all right, so gloves on. So what's on your Christmas list this year? What are you asking Santa for? Have you been a good girl or boy this year? I'm pretty sure I'm getting coal, probably coal, you know. I make activated charcoal soap for anyone that's interested, or if you have someone that's been on the naughty list, you know, send me a message, I'll hook you up. All right, so now I always part my hair in the middle and start like that. You want to mix up your henna pretty good. So this one's with coffee. Henna will only turn your hair red. Red and red alone, unless you add indigo, and it will be black. You can get different shades of red, but you're not going to ever, I've seen people that have tried to market, you know, blonde hennas and even like brown hennas. There's a, you know, there's some brand I've seen that has all different shades, all the shades under the rainbow, right? Read the label on those. Henna will only be red, okay? So, but depending on what you mix it with, it'll have different shades. I used pomegranate juice one time. That one was fun. I'm thinking I'm gonna do carrot juice next. See what happens. I think I'm gonna do, let me know if you want me to do like a strand sample where I do like different strands of different things so you can compare them. But anyway, so it's kind of the texture of, you know, it's not, it's the texture of like yogurt. I'm gonna say yogurt. Also, you can mix it with yogurt. I do other videos about how to mix it. I used to put all kinds of fancy stuff in it. I've been doing this a year. What I found is just a plain old liquid, and then the henna, and then sometimes I'll put a little essential oil, but not really, because I put oil on my hair itself. And then I do add cinnamon often. It helps with the smell. I used to mix yogurt in it or coconut milk. Milky products will go kind of rancid on you. You can do that separately for like a deep conditioning. We'll use milky products. I really love coconut milk, the thick fat part of it that's on the top, you know, it's like the curds in the way part of the coconut milk when you buy it, the thick stuff, or I freeze it and it's so good. But for this application, it's going to be on your hair for like at least, you want to leave it on at least 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. 4 is a good rule of thumb. But no less than 2. So, you know, you want milk sitting on your head for 4 hours, be my guest, but I don't recommend it. So, here we go. Also, wear a black shirt, wear a shirt you don't care about. I've already used up all my ex-husband's shirts. I just found a black shirt, so maybe it'll wash off. After a year of hennaing, I think that's a word, I've used all the shirts I have left, so. And also, it's first thing in the morning, and I know I'm beautiful. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Anyway, Here we go. So put it, I'm looking at my phone. I should probably have a mirror. But put it on your roots. Okay. Some people start at the bottom and work up. I always start at the top because what I'm mostly concerned about is what's going on up here. I am basically a midget. I have to shop in the children's department. I'm a tiny person, right? So everyone is taller than me. So I don't want people looking down on my head and seeing all my grays. So that's where I start first to make sure it's all like thoroughly coated. So that's what you're gonna do. Just kind of do this. I probably need a mirror to see because my phone is not giving me a good reflection. Hold on, I'm gonna move it. If you even know how gangster set up my camera is right now, like I said, I do everything on a budget. I have 3 children and a bachelor's degree that I cannot use. So I have a hard time with money for lots of reasons, but that's why we have budget lighting and cameras, okay? One day I'll be successful, hopefully, and we'll have some professional quality things going on, but today's not that day. It's Christmas. So yeah, my father had a collection of Scrooge artifacts and things that said bah humbug, and every Christmas he would put out his Christmas stuff and it was like, oh, here we go. Daddy hates Christmas. What do you do, you know? And then, you know, as I got older, my father's been dead for 14 years, you know? So the older I get, I totally am becoming him. It's funny how that happens, you know? So wherever he is laughing at me now. I'm like, I totally get it, you know? Christmas, I know that it should be about what it's about, right? You know? Family, friends. People say that it should be about Jesus, right? And I'm not going to discount any of that at all, okay? I probably get a lot of hate mail for this, but here's the deal. Christmas, okay, Jesus himself, if he were born, it would have been probably, most scholars said, not have been in December. They tracked, you know, the star alignments and the comets and all these things, right? December 25th is when the pagans celebrated the winter solstice. So when one culture comes in and when one culture comes in and invades another culture, right, which is how cultures, you know, expand, right? Look at the Roman Empire, right? So it's called the Roman Catholic Empire for a reason, right? Because the Romans were very brutal. And then when Constantine made them adopt Christianity as the formal religion at the Council of Nicaea, he decided, he made all the rules, right? And he decided Christianity was the way to go. But before that, as they were conquering these lands, the people, the indigenous native people of these lands, right, they already had their own customs and all of this, you know, they didn't know who Jesus was. It wasn't their fault. They just hadn't met the guy, right? So when Christianity came through and conquered these pagan lands, there were certain holidays that the pagans had that were very essential to their core beliefs and who they were. And mostly they paid attention to cycles and seasons, right? Because they were agricultural and other things. They paid attention to the moon. They were farmers, stuff like that, right? So one of their, you know, there's 4 seasons they observed. And December 25th is December 21st, technically, is the winter solstice, right? It's when the Days and nights are not evenly spaced. The nights are longer and the days are shorter in the winter, vice versa in summer. Those are the solstices. And then the equinoxes are the fall and the spring, when equa meaning equal, nox meaning night, means that the nights and days are equally spaced, right? So the pagans had a tradition of celebrating the winter solstice on December 21st. And so, you know, when the Romans came in, or the Christians came in and decided, you know, this is our culture now, you do what we say, the pagans were not really compliant. You know, nobody, I mean, think about it. Think, however devoutly you believe in your religion, and keep in mind, there are many religions, okay? Don't forget, there's not just one. All religions think that their religion is the right one, right? But all religions think their religion is the right one. So how can they all be right? Well, maybe they all are right. You know, I don't know. But that's for you to decide. Talk amongst yourselves. But the pagans were like not real excited about adopting all these beliefs that were not theirs, you know, came from someone else. It would be like, imagine if we were invaded by, we'll talk about Indian culture right now because I'm obsessed with it, right? Not Native American Indian, like actual Indian culture. I live in a very Christian place. I live smack dab in the heart of the Bible Belt. Boom. Here, you believe in Jesus and nothing else, period. This is what you believe, or else. There's no acceptable other alternative. You believe in Jesus or you're going to hell, period. That's what people think here, okay? I don't personally subscribe